Hey everybody, this is Crystal Oliver, your new favorite financial coach, and I'm coming to you tonight with my clipboard in hand, and I'm ready to coach you to financial freedom. Today is Financial Freedom Friday, and so I'm jumping on live tonight to talk to you a little bit about saving. And what I want to talk to you tonight has been a challenge for me over the years, but what I have done is I've learned to save like a boss. And so I want to teach you a few things that I've done to be able to start saving. Saving used to be a big challenge for me because when I saw money sitting, I felt like it should be doing something. It should be working for me or spending or paying off some kind of debt. And so I've learned over the years how important savings is and how important it is to have savings, especially for emergencies. When you have those small emergencies that come up, you need to have a little bit of money in the bank to be able to cover those so that you're not swiping a credit card to be able to cover those emergencies. And so I always tell people have at least this is one of the things that we learned early on when we were learning about finances, to have at least $1,000 in the bank just in case you need it for an emergency. You get a tire is busted or one of your children have a small emergency, you have enough money in the bank to be able to cover that. And so I'm going to give you 3 tools tonight to save like a boss. And the number one tool that I have for you is to automate your savings. If you are on a job and you get a paycheck, so I'll always recommend to people, after you've done your budget, now after you've done your budget with me, and we can see how much money you have left over to be able to start saving, then you can automate that savings. You can get your job to take a certain amount of money, even if it's $25 out or $10 or whatever it is, $100, whatever it is, to start automating that savings. One of the things that we've done is that we have a little extra check that comes in for us every month. Is very small, but what we started doing was, for years we let that check come into our checking account. And so what we started doing recently, maybe a few years ago, instead of letting it come into our checking account, we sent it straight to a savings account, and we started saving that way. That was the only way that I could start saving if it did not come through my hands, because I feel like, because I'm such a zero-based budget person, I feel like I should spend everything or pay off some kind of debt or do something else with it. And so what I started doing is automating my savings, and that's the only way I've been able to actually save money over the years. All right. And then the second way is save with a purpose in mind. And so Christmas comes in December. A lot of us know, we know Christmas is coming in December. We know we like to buy our kids gifts, or we like to buy our family members gifts. And so start saving for that. If that's what motivates you to save, and you have to have a purpose in mind, or a vacation. You know, a lot of us like to at least take one small vacation or big vacation a year. Start saving for that over time. And so that way you're not, again, you're not swiping a credit card, or you're not spending money that you do not have, that you need to use for something else that's essential. And so always just, even start now and getting ready for Christmas, save, like I said, $25, $10, whatever it is that you have to be able to save. After you've budgeted your money again, then you can start saving your money and getting ready for those special occasions or certain things that you want to be able to do. And so if you have a purpose for it and you put a name to it, sometimes for some of us that motivates us to actually, stick to it and actually get it done. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about that could be helpful, and I've done this before, is save with a friend. Accountability. For some of us, it just takes a little bit of accountability. Somebody else doing it with us and saying, hey, did you reach your goal this month? Did you save? Or there's a lot of different challenges out there. So why don't we start challenging each other to reach our financial goals and save money for the things that we need? And so instead of just buying things or spending beyond our budget, save money for those special occasions and those things. And so get with a couple of friends. I talked to a girl today, and some of her friends are getting together and they're doing an investment club. And so they're saving a certain amount of money every month, so that they're putting it in a pot together so that they can invest together. Whatever it takes for you to start being able to save that money so that you can have the money that you need to be able to do whatever it is that you want to be able to do, whatever goal it is that you have in mind. And so I just wanted to encourage you today that there are ways to do it and that you can do it, because I've been able to do it. Trust me, it was not the easiest thing for me, but I learned how to do it over time, and it's been really beneficial for me and my family. So if you have questions about this or anything that I talk about, feel free to call me at 1-800-983-9610, or you can reach us again at budgetmeblack.com. We would love to talk to you. We'd love to work with you. I met with two young ladies today, and I had a great conversation with them. A lot of people don't have a budget and they don't have a spending plan. And once I put it on paper for them, and they're like, oh my God, I can't, a lot of times people have money left over and they're like, I don't feel this. I don't see this. I didn't know I had this left over once we put it on paper. And so we put it on paper first in theory, and then I send them typically with homework to say, hey, you go and you actually work this plan, and then we see where you really are and see what you have left over or don't have left over. And so a budget, I have not met a person yet that didn't put their money on paper and said, oh my God, Crystal, this is the best thing ever. So I have not met anybody yet that was disappointed when they got done with me. So feel free to call me. We'll reach back out to you, and we love to be able to help you just manage your money better. And so just be a good steward of what you have. So, all right, thank y'all so much, and y'all have a good night and happy Friday. Bye-bye.